watching.
morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay.
Bye guys,
Bye.
enjoy.
Yeah, I will. You too. Come. Come on. Come on here.
Hold the morgen. I'm in the Netherlands right now with my girlfriend for the holidays, and I figured, let's make this video a little bit different. Let's get into the Netherlands, show you a little bit of where I am, and talk about two very important things. At least they're important to me, and that is number one, reflecting on the past year, and number two, a very important piece on how we can bring our powerful selves into 2023, which is literally 1 week away. So why don't you come join me for a walk? It's a bit wet here, but I think we caught that spot just when the rain decided to disappear. Anyway, I talk about reflection in this video, and the reason I talk about reflection is because we're constantly talking about growth and unlearning and learning and evolving. And I know for myself that I can get so caught up in the growth that I don't take a minute to reflect and celebrate the growth that I've already made. And because of that, I lose full gas in continuing to move forward, right? Because what's the point of growing if we're not going to enjoy it, if we're not going to reward ourselves for it? And when I say reward and celebrate, I mean the smallest of steps, the smallest of wins, and the biggest of wins and the biggest of steps. Both and, because that's the real growth. One step at a time, look back, celebrate. One step at a time, look back, celebrate. And this is the compound effect of growth over time. But without that reflection, without that celebration, we're gonna lose steam. And literally in every one of my coaching sessions, my first thing is like, let's do the 3 wins from this past week, big and small, so that we can get ourselves in the mindset of seeing the work that we're doing for ourselves, so that we can see, I am showing up for myself. I am growing. And that not only breeds momentum, but it breeds that self-confidence. It breeds that self-trust, because it's letting us know that we are here. And another way of saying showing up for ourselves is self-love. We are loving ourselves by showing up for ourselves. And that is something to celebrate. And the second piece that I really wanted to express here is just a little bit more of what's going on behind the scenes of my videos, where you could see the actual implementation of what I'm talking about, so we could feel a little bit more connected, right? And this year I've traveled to Mexico, Iceland, the Netherlands, Belgium, took a little trip to Florida to go to Disney World, well, Universal Studios, and I have had many opportunities to put what we've talked about on the channel into practice, because this year for me, although it seems like all smooth and easy and fun on my Instagram when I'm traveling is also a fucking journey, right? I'm constantly being put into new environments that I have to adapt to. I'm constantly getting outside my comfort zone on big flights or meeting new people. I am constantly being introduced to new parts of myself that I didn't know were there before. And with that, I'm constantly going through a shedding process of who I thought I was, and coming into an even deeper part of who I am. And with that shedding, I feel more at home in myself than any other time in my 27 years of life. And I think that comes from, because I'm shedding so many parts of myself, and because I am getting into so many new environments and outside my comfort zone on a regular basis, it fine-tunes my attention of my internal environment so much more so that I could listen to the needs of my body. I could listen to the needs of my spirit, of my mind at any given time with that much more clarity, and as a result feel much more confident in myself and less anxious because I could show up and meet those needs. And that sensation of grounding in myself, of being connected with myself, has, as a result, created much less anxiety in my life. And that's not to say that that's always the case, right? Like right now I'm in the Netherlands living at my girlfriend's parents' house and having Christmas away from my family and friends for the first time in my 27 years. And so over these past couple weeks, I have been experiencing a lot of anxiety. And with that anxiety, paralysis and freezing from overthinking and overanalysis and intrusive thoughts about what's my intuition saying versus is this fear, and also just acclimating to a new environment. And so this isn't to say that this is always the case, and I know I sound relaxed right now because I am on this YouTube video, but what isn't always shown that's behind the scenes is that I am regularly speaking about anxiety because I am practicing these things myself on a regular basis for my own well-being. And so in my journey of making my body home and making myself home and feeling connected to myself, there are a few really good practices that have helped me create this inner sanctuary, this inner vacation in my body, in my own psyche. And so we're gonna get into that right now. Anyway, it got a little bit too wet out there for me to continue sitting out there making this video. So I had to get nice and comfortable inside to talk about my favorite part of this video, which is how to create that sensation of being at home within yourself. And another way of saying that is how to feel deeply connected with yourself. And over these past couple weeks of a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking, there have been a few very specific practices that I have made my regular routine. Number one has been stretching, consciously moving my body first thing in the morning so that as soon as I wake up, I am prioritizing the connection with the different parts of my body and feeling the sensations within the different parts of my body. Number two has been consciously breathing. Now, obviously we're always breathing, but what I mean when I say consciously breathing is I mean intentionally breathing in for a specific amount of time and out for a specific amount of time while feeling the sensations of that breath. Again, to feel the connection with our bodies and the sensations within our bodies. And number three has been regular meditation. Obviously, I talk about meditation all the time on my channel, and the specific reason I say meditation here is because meditation has allowed me to look at my experience objectively, to witness my thoughts, the sensations, the emotions without getting lost in them, and instead being able to connect with myself instead of getting lost in them. And all three of these different exercises, and you could do them in all different ways, I'll make another video on this very soon, have helped me connect with me. And I'm going to go just a little bit further with this. I'm reading again this Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. And I believe he's Dutch. My girlfriend's probably going to correct me on how to say his name. But there's a specific part of the book that talks about befriending the body. And the reason that we want to befriend the body is because the body is our tether to the present moment. And another way of saying this is Our body helps us to literally feel present with the experience around us instead of being lost in outer space in our minds. And the ways he speaks about befriending the body is through these different exercises, specifically being able to witness the muscular tension, the heat, the tingling within our body during stretching or during meditation, or being able to literally point out with description the different emotions that we're feeling without identifying with them. And the reason we want to befriend the body, again, is because it's our tether, but also because over time, through different experiences, traumas, unresolved emotions, we might lose a little bit of that connection with our body, and therefore we find ourselves mostly in our heads. So this, again, helps us come down into this experience, into our body now. And with that, I want to hear from you, and I know other people want to hear from you in sharing what resonates with you the most from this conversation, right? What practices have you maybe done in the past that have really been powerful for you, or have really helped you create ease and connection with your body, right? Because we can all grow from looking at each other's experiences. At the end of the day, it's about the community, right? We heal, number one, when we feel we're in safe relationships and in safe environments. So that's what my intention is to create here. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments down below, or if you want to talk privately on my Instagram, I'm happy to do that too. And as always, I want to let you know I offer one-on-one coaching now, so we could take all of these things and put them into a personalized approach for you. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. I wish you the happiest of holidays, and I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog essence today. Much love.